Hello and welcome to this edition of You and the Law. On You and the Law, we add law to the news. My name is Ekemunide. I'm a legal practitioner. I'm always glad to know that you're there keeping me company on this channel. A few days ago, the news broke that a 9-year-old girl walked into Ebeano Supermarket in Abuja in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, picked a lighter, and then lit some commodities in the supermarket, which then resulted in an inferno which burnt and destroyed everything in that supermarket. Several millions of naira, if not billions, have been lost in that process. Ebeano Supermarket has been described by many as one of the fastest growing supermarket conglomerates in Nigeria. And by this, they have lost so much. The incident has raised a lot of legal questions. Can a 9-year-old child face trial in a court of law for this action? Can she be arrested by the police? What if she did not do what she did by herself? What if she did it in conjunction with other persons? These and many more are the issues that I'm addressing in this very episode of You and the Law. Thank you for watching, and do remember to subscribe to the channel so that from time to time we can send you notifications. But before we proceed, let's watch briefly a CTV video of what transpired in Ebeano Supermarket.
And then it's worthy to note at this point that throughout the time she entered the store at this day, she did not come here for once before now. So she's coming here for the first time today now, and we can see how she picked the lighter. She knew exactly where everything is or was at this time. So she picked the lighter. We can see she's lighting back up now. Somebody was passing. She pretended as if nothing was happening, and when she was done, she replaced the lighter back and was going back. You can see her looking back to see what she has done. So the fire is just starting up, so it cannot be easily noted or identified by passerby or anybody. And we can see the lady at the far end. The girl is watching, she's observing what she has done, if it has lighted up or not. If you look closely, you see her moving away. So the fire is increasing gradually. So because it's been set up on packs of lighters to be easier for it to explode. Okay, so you can see staffs moving around. We could not be able to identify it at this point because it's just beginning. So the fire is increasing now, and then if you notice, the lighters are now exploding. So we can see the flame is catching up, it's spreading. Okay, so a staff has seen the incident and he has run to get a fire extinguisher. I'd like us to look closely at the screen towards the center. You notice the three ladies that came in together, and one of them lit the fire. They are together now, you can see them, and I would like you to observe this one behind, the smile she's having presently, and then she's going to come back again, so you can observe better. So just watch the screen. So just watch the screen so you can see her again, and observe her face closely. Just observe her face.
Yeah, but hold on.
Okay, so from that video, you see a little girl walking into the supermarket, picking the lighter. I mean, doing a whole lot of damage in the process to that supermarket, which has been rest down completely. Now the legal questions. Can a 9-year-old girl be arrested and interrogated by the police? Or is there any law that prohibits the arrest and interrogation of a 9-year-old child or any child below that age? Here is the answer. The answer is that a 9-year-old child can rightly be arrested and interrogated by the police, provided there is reasonable ground to suspect that the 9-year-old child has done something against the provisions of the law. So the law allows the police to arrest anybody irrespective of age once an offense, has been committed. Now, here is the second question. Can a 9-year-old child be charged to court and tried for arson? Here is the answer. The answer is no. In law, there is something called the age of criminal responsibility. And what that means is that before a person can be said to have the capacity to commit an offense, the person must be of the age of majority. In some states of the Federation of Nigeria, the age of majority is 16, and in other states, the age of majority is 18. In the case concerning the burning of these supermarkets, the girl in question is only 9 years old, and obviously not up to the age of majority to have been able to commit an offense. So, the law implies that a child of that age, does not have the capacity to commit any offense whatsoever. That she's innocent of whatever action she has done. Okay? The law also implies that she does not know what she did. So, for that reason, she cannot be charged to court for arson. She cannot. And that's the twist in this very matter. If this was done by an adult, it would have been very easy to arrest the adult, interrogate the adult, and then present the adult before a court of law for the offense of arson. But like I have said, in this case, a 9-year-old child is said to be someone without the capacity to commit the offense that she committed, and therefore nothing can be done against her. In the eyes of the law, she cannot be charged to the regular court. But can she be taken before the children's court? That's the next question. Yes. There is a court created specifically for children, and it is known as juvenile court. It is not an open court. It is a court that is mostly held in private, maybe in the judge's chambers, or in a place kept far away from the eyes of the public. There is so much confidentiality that is required in that very court. But then, this court cannot try and convict a minor or a child who commits an offense. The duty of this court mostly is to investigate or inquire from the child, the circumstances that led to the commission of the offense, the act, and whether she did it in conjunction with an adult, or whether she did it, by herself, or whether she's mentally stable, and so on. So it's basically a fact-finding court, so as to use the facts gathered from that court in the main prosecution of the offense, if the offense was done in conjunction, with an adult. Now there is the next question. What if she was assisted or sent by an adult to carry out the burning. Now, in that case, the adult will rightly be arrested and charged to court. And if found guilty, he or she will be sentenced to such terms of imprisonment as the law prescribes. So, whereas a child cannot be charged to court for committing an offense, the person who sends the child to commit the offense can rightly be charged to court, and if found guilty, the person will be sentenced to such terms of imprisonment as prescribed by the law. There is another question. Can the child be used as a witness to testify against the adult? Yes, the answer is yes. If an adult is charged for assisting the child or sending the child to burn the supermarket, then the child can rightly be used as a star witness against the adult that has been charged. Now, her testimony in such circumstance is very strong, and if properly laid, it can lead to the conviction of the adult. But note, in law, being a child, her testimony needs to be supported by another piece of evidence. Her testimony alone cannot be used in convicting, the adult. So that's it on this very episode of You and the Law. I do hope you have learned one or two things about the capacity, the age of a child, whether the child has the mental capacity, has the legal capacity to commit an offense. I do hope you have learned these and many more, on this very episode of the show. Kindly continue watching this show and also remember to subscribe from time to time so that we can be sending you notifications. Thank you very much and do remain blessed.